The Robert Capa Gold Medal is for exceptional courage and enterprise. It is sponsored by Time magazine. The citation goes to Jerome Delay of the Associated Press for Burundi unrest. The award goes to Bassam Khabieh of Reuters for Field Hospital Damascus. He is a former IT administrator who taught himself photography by studying war photographers on the internet. He was born near Damascus, returned to live there after the war broke out. He has lost 2 brothers in that war. He told us he could not come to the dinner to accept the award in person because, and this is a quote, "we still live under siege here," but we can hear his words in this video prepared for us by Reuters.
Good night. Thank you to the Overseas Press Club of America for giving me this honor tonight and the opportunity to talk with you about Robert Capa Gold Medal Award, which I have won. It's really amazing to feature in OBC's history amongst the most gorgeous photographers who work in very harsh circumstances to allow the world to see what's happening in dangerous area of the world, just like Robert Capa was doing before his death almost 72 years ago. Perhaps you are wondering why I didn't make it to be with you in New York. For 3 years, we have been living under siege, witnessing the horrible situation of the Syrian war. 10 years ago, I was just a photograph collector, and I always wonder, can I leave my study and my work in computer science and be a photographer instead of collecting them? It was just a thought, but then, unfortunately, the war erupted in my country, and that pushed me away from my desk to the field, holding my camera and documenting the consequences of the war in my besieged city in the Damascus countryside, Douma. Once I got the news from my editor that I had won the Robert Capa Award, I felt that I achieved part of my message to the audience of photojournalism, and I felt bad about my country, which is still suffering from scourge of war. In Syria, people consider that photograph and all the media material are not making any difference to their miserable life under war. So to keep working here become more difficult than before. You need to be aware of rockets and war plans, and you also need to take into account the feeling of people you are covering their story from 4 years ago. Regarding to my winning story, a Syrian field hospital in Douma, it was hard to show what really happened there, but we did it. I started working on this project in very critical period, when Syrian government forces and their war planes attacked Douma on daily basis. The city was so dangerous because I had to move under shelling from one makeshift hospital to another, and the streets around the hospital were bombed to prevent the injured to reach to any medical care center. One day I was at the emergency room section when doctors from another makeshift hospital told the medics in the emergency room, "Don't transfer any casualty to here. We are under fire, and the patient here will die because we are losing electricity." It was really a bad moment. Thank you again, and thanks to my friends and colleagues in Reuters, Jamal, Cynthia, and Alia, who I worked with step by step to achieve this project. Thank you and good night.